Out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. LaMelo Ball is out there with Junior. Then it's Junior, and it's G in at the center position. And for the Bucks, they've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Chris Paul. And it's the great one in at power forward.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Buckets. And the dunk by Junior.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Oh, they get a hand on it. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it. Here's ABC. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Junior. Here's Irving. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Knocked loose. Junior drives in, and the dunk by Junior.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Pass to Paul. Well, as the season progresses, Chris, if you're seeing something as a player, how many coaches are open to suggestions when it comes to strategy?
That's a good question, B.A. I'm not sure, but I know the best ones that keep it open, B.A. And you may not always get your way, but at least you know that communication is there, and it's important to hear people out.
And so it's Milwaukee with it.
Oh, wow! Oh, incredible!
I mean, he's a strong finisher. He exhibits great body control. Irving, he's a special talent.
At around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Junior outside. Pass to Junior. Offline with a three.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
From outside the arc. And another three for Milwaukee.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And that one good. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
They're also jumping on a lot of turnovers and making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
If you're playing like Chris Paul, you better have your hands ready. If you're open, he'll find you, or you're going to be hitting the head.
Going inside, and it's slammed in by Paul.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Last time they met in Detroit.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
That's just the communication and the energy. It just seemed non-existent on defense, and that can't happen. Not at this level.
And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. Here's Lee. Antetokounmpo up top. This one for three. Big Daddy grabs a board. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 4 to get things going. Here's Big Daddy. And that one is hammered home.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Here's Big Daddy. After the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. From deep, here's Doncic. Drills it from deep.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Here's Big Daddy, guarded by Doncic.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. And there's the drive. Unable to get that one. Now the Pistons take it the other way. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Only surprise is that the margin wasn't greater. I mean, somehow they managed to hang around despite the lack of effort.
Here's Big Daddy. Unloads. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken...
Did you see that?
I like the
Throw
punch.
it down.
I like the throw down.
Remember, it was the steal of Luka igniting the break.
Junior drives in. Deflected. And so it's Milwaukee. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And the imagination of Kyrie Irving finishing around the rim. He says it goes way back.
I just go back to being in my backyard and, just practicing all my layups or all my finishes. That's what I go back to. I mean, this is when I'm in that situation, I kind of feel like the attitude I get is this is what I do.
Hey, can't you just picture Kyrie as a kid stretching the limits of his creativity?
I can. And legend has it, growing up, Kyrie's backboard had a corner busted off, so he learned to put spin on the ball to finish around it.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here.
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
They've got Luka Doncic. Also, Giannis Antetokounmpo out there. And it's Lee in at the 4. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Drew Holiday signed a 4-year, $134 million extension to remain in Milwaukee. His coach, Mike Budenholzer, said, "You can't appreciate the strength and the physicality he brings until you see it night in and night out. What he does defensively, once you're around it, it's even more impressive." Guys?
All right, good stuff there, Allie. Timeout called, Milwaukee. And Chris, during your career, you were one of the game's best on the boards. Talk about traits needed to rebound at a high level.
I mean, first thing people talk about is size, but look at Russell Westbrook. I mean, he has the instincts, the toughness, the want to. Any great rebounder, you have to share those traits.
Here's Boomer, and that one is stuffed right through.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving is proven to be a sensational teammate.
Here's Ball, and right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's ABC. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right